Aries, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a timeless tarot card reading for Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign for the week ahead of whenever you're seeing this message. If you like new messages every single week, subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And for those of you who are already subscribed, please check that notification bell is still selected, because there's been a lot of changes on YouTube, and every time that happens, people get kicked off of subscriptions and notifications. So just an FYI, guys. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do those as well. Please check out my website. The link to that is below. And then you can book and schedule at your convenience right on the website. These are timeless messages that come to you when you are meant to hear them, when you may want to hear them, when you're open and receptive to the message that they contain. And I hope that you enjoy this message. There's always an extended reading. This is not a half reading or the other half of the reading. It is a deeper dive into the energy that's revealed within this full, complete general reading. And if you want access, unlimited access to the extended readings, you can join the BWOB membership here on this channel and get unlimited access for a really low monthly cost. So I hope to see you all there. That being said, Aries, let's get going. Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign message for Aries, please. God, what do you need them to know? Okay, so we have things that just feel backward. And I've got to understand why. We have a rebirth is assured. So right now, current position, you're feeling a little stuck, or maybe like you're just not ready to expand or grow or change different things. That's something that you have to honor. It's not always a bad thing, Aries. Sometimes it's this is where you are, and there's a reason why you have to stay where you are for right now. There's more to learn, there's more to understand, there's more to develop and grow from where you are, and moving on, you would miss all that. And that seems to be what's going on right now. We have a little glimpse into the future here, set healthy boundaries. I think there's been something transformative that's happened, and you're having trouble understanding the boundaries, because basically what it's saying is you have to set new boundaries. This is a place that you've never been before. It may not be a geographical place. Yeah, but it is a place in your life that you have never been before. And so how do you know how to set the boundaries? How do you know what those boundaries are even supposed to be? So ultimately, it does seem like something very transitional. A lot of change is going on. And that's why you don't have a lot of tolerance right now for a lot of other bigger things moving around you or making these big decisions. It feels to me, and this is only the beginning of the reading, that you've already made huge transitions in your life. Big changes have already occurred, which is why now what your job, your responsibility is to dig in and figure out where to place all those things and make sure that they have a happy new home, and make sure that you have a comfort level, that you're growing into all of these new situations. So it's like you've got a lot going on, Aries. There's no need for let me say this. If you were to all of a sudden start changing things now, it would be because you were avoiding dealing with what you're dealing with. It would be the avoidance of. It's not because you're stuck. It's not because life is boring. It's because there are readjustments that have to be made because of big changes. And I think that's probably why you're kind of recoiling right now and you don't want anything more to change, because too much has already frickin' happened. And ultimately, at this point, you're just like, whoa, 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 slow down. Can we just stay here for a while so that I can just catch up? Now there's one card that hasn't been revealed, and I'm going to flip that over. We have clear out the clutter. There's a lot from the past that you've had trouble letting go of. And ultimately, what you didn't do yesterday, you're going to have to do today. And what you don't do today, you know you're going to have to do it in the future. But ultimately, I don't think you're ready to make those decisions yet. Still, there is this energy of, you know, the buildup, the knowing that I've just got so much to do. And there's not a lot of certainty as in how to do it. You need some time. So take this week to offer yourself patience and contemplation, and I think only through patience and maybe even some downtime are you going to even be able to start to get to a place where you can feel motivated again to start making these decisions moving forward. But let's get into tarot and see tarot's take and what it reveals. Aries. I need more insight into why all of this is going on and happening in the way that it is, and why everything seems or feels so lopsided right now. There's confusion, or there's not enough information, so that's confirmation. This is also saying, confirmed, that what God wants you to do right now is stay and just wait. There's no, in other words, guys, there's no way that you could know. There's no way that you could know. You don't have enough information. And so this isn't a week of making decisions. The Magician is here. So it is you. It's personal. You're confused. Okay. But God, we need to offer some help to Aries to clarify. So let's get into what just came out. You have the Magician, right? So this is almost like contemplation of you, maybe not certain about yourself anymore. I don't know if I would say it's about insecurities so much as it's just about I don't know what to do with what I have in front of me. But then we have the King of Swords. So ultimately, Aries, what it's saying is it's not going to take that long for you to get back to a point of being able to decide. You could also be waiting for a decision from some sort of judge or a counselor or somebody that you trust. This would be a well-educated person who uses intellect to make decisions that you really respect and trust. I don't know if this is a boss or a doctor, but it does seem that at this point, you need a little bit of outside advice or insight to answer your questions before you're capable of making the right answer and right, you're making the decision that's really right for you. And I think ultimately you want to make a decision that's right for you because this has a level of importance here. But what the cards are saying is that decision is coming in now. It's coming in this week. So there's no need to push yourself or rush yourself, especially in the beginning of this week, because there are going to be conclusions that you're going to be able to come to. We have this way out here. So I don't know if it's by the end of the week or a little bit past, but ultimately there is happiness that's returning. Even if there was a level of stagnation, feeling stuck, feeling blah, there is a sense of really wanting to be happy. And that's why I said, I think it's going to be easier for you to give yourself time when you realize this is important and you do want to make the right decision. And ultimately, this is where you want your future to be, in a place of happiness. And ultimately, I think what's becoming very clear to you is that something has to change or something has to shift in order for you to get this. And you feel objective enough to be able to make this decision this week without feeling obligated or burdened by guilt or shame or obligation that you might feel towards somebody else. There is this sense of realizing just how important it is to let yourself be happy and to fully experience that happiness when you get that chance. And there is definitely some forward happiness. So we're going to get to that. We have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So now you have two masculines on the table. And I don't know if they're people that you're dealing with or mentalities. But the King of Cups is water sign energy. It's masculine, so it sits in its own certainty. There's this sense of emotional stability about the King of Cups. And so clarity and objectivity will lead to emotional stability for you this week. And there is an energy of getting to a point where you feel a lot better about your circumstance or your situation and really know ultimately what it is that you want. I think what becomes clear this week is what makes you happy and what you need in order to continue that happiness or support that happiness. And that's why this week, out of calmness comes this beautiful tranquility and clarity of being absolutely certain of where you want your life to head. Like all of a sudden realizing it, and knowing what direction that's going to take. So let's get a moon card, because we do have a full moon in Leo that's coming up on the 25th. And it's going to be very important, game-changing energy. If you guys have not yet, please go watch my astrology motivation video on Pluto's shift. I just put up another video today. Why are these videos important? Because this is an important moment astrologically. These are game-changing energies, and I want you to be able to understand them. This reading seems to coincide. We have expect powerful change. Yup. It's not that we have specifically an eclipse that's coming up, but it is significantly saying you're really going to be maybe the disruptive force here. You're going to be the game changer, or your life is going to start experiencing a lot of changes. Let's get into exactly what that is, because we all want details. What do you mean? What is this powerful change? It's almost like a powerful change of what you want. That's what it feels like. That there's this personal revelation that happens to you this week, where it's just like you wake up and suddenly you're able to see, know, or accept. You're able to perceive what you were not able to perceive before. Perhaps that missing puzzle piece that really brings the entire picture together. So what is this missing puzzle piece, please? This is a new offer this is something new coming into your life. We have Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So this is maybe a smaller person, a child, could be a new member to your family, or it is a new offer, which means a new love, a new opportunity, a new job, something or someone that is brand new, or a new start, like clearing out all the old crap and being at a place of innocence once again. So that's the powerful change. That's what it revolves around. We then have Knight of Cups, which is an offer of love, or showing how much you love something. A lot of energy and a lot of love is going into this. This is also a profession of love. So do you love somebody? Does somebody love you? That information can be exchanged this week. This could be something that ends up being quite beautiful, because then comes the Nine of Cups, which clarifies the offers that's going to be made and the feelings that are going to come out of this week. So this is like right now, it's almost like this week may be the downtime, and next week this happens. I feel like this is happening more toward the end of this week. You're not expecting this. There's no expectation here, but there's this wave of newness and freshness and acceptance, almost of like, let this impact me. It's getting you just at the right time so that you can really feel the impact of this profoundly, and it kind of changes the game for you. Now, let me understand how that all happens a little bit. Whew. It starts off pretty slow this week, and then suddenly never-ending story. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Go the distance. So there's something here that's really agitating you. that's really frustrating you, or that you have not been ready to pull the trigger on. And now it's almost like suddenly you find your inspiration to be able to do that. Go the distance. So we have never-ending story. Can you articulate what the heck that means? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Aries? Emperor? It's like you've got to keep moving forward. The only way out is through. That's kind of what this energy is telling you. This sense of you think it's never going to be over. That's not true. So this feeling of exhaustion of, oh God, no, you're near the finish line. You're closer to the finish line than you thought. It's just taken you so long to get here. You've almost accepted this as a new normal. But Aries, it is not your new normal. You are very, very close to the finish line. You are heading there quickly. The Empress and the Emperor is here. First of all, this is a fantastic sign for those of you who are looking for a new romantic partner, or if you have spent a lot of time alone, or you haven't been able to seal the deal with somebody. This is saying that your divine counterpart is coming into you even if you don't expect them. It's coming upon this wave of boredom or apathy, this sense of, or just things are never working out. There's this huge freaking breakthrough that kind of cracks itself open this week. Some of you are, because you're in Aries, some of you are going to be sextile. I think those of you born at the very beginning of Aries season are going to be sextile to Pluto's transit into Aquarius. Your natal suns are already sextile to Pluto if you're born at the very, very, almost like the cusp between Aries and Pisces. So there is this energy for those of you born in the very beginning of Aries season, where there's just this profound impact that you're going to experience, or you're going to have on people. You will get things done. You will be able to have the strength and the motivation to find your push forward. And this week, I think it becomes clear exactly what you have to put your focus on. And that's, I think, that clarifying factor that kind of is like, thank God, because all of a sudden movement starts to come back into your life. But it's only in the silence of your accepting the stillness and accepting this fucked up situation or whatever it is you're in. Accept it and sit in it, and that's when lightning strikes. Let's go to the extended. I will see you guys there.